I remember I'll go to shows, I go tear show finish, go out, song I go tear me back. Finish, people go laugh, song I go laugh you.
Me personally, I am know him when he's poor, not when he is rich.
You're looking for somebody to support in the creative industry.
Okay, so Intelijent is a stand-up comedian, a content creator, a servant of God. Of course, all of us will serve God. A young man that is determined. First of all, I've been proving some things. I remember the first time Baba saw me kill someone, and I was like, can't call you intelligent. You are not intelligent. And within a few space of time, he doesn't say that again. So Intelijent is a young man, a comedian, with the aim, the purpose of impacting my generation via entertainment, via my comedy. That's what Intelijent is. Comedy for me is purpose. Comedy for me is life. Comedy for me is everything. My pastor will say, if you wake Intelijent up anytime, ask him anything, he'll still add a joke into it. And that's comedy for me. Comedy is everything. Okay, when I started my first ever attempt to be a comedian, the person I used to watch a lot was Gordon's. You know, Gordon's has this comfortability to say whatever he wants to say and end up with hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And I admired Gordon's for a long period of time, and then I came across Akpororo, and I discovered he has the energy I have as a person. So I decided, okay, let me study for this one. And as of then, if you meet me at outdoor events and if you watch me perform, you will see that trace of Akpororo. You'll see that energy there. Another person that has affected me is Keo Baba, the mayor of Pitakwa. I watched him perform and he was performing as though he was discussing.
Just imagine, iPhone 6 boys sleep with you gather money buy them. iPhone 7 boys sleep with you gather money. iPhone 10 boys sleep with you. iPhone 11 boys sleep with you buy them. iPhone 12, iPhone 13, iPhone. Listen to me, iPhone 99 they come. Oh.
As if it's just a conversation like that. So this thing can be done like this with ease, without stress. Then the last person, the last comedian, his advisor. The guy is just let me use the word fearless. They talk anything. And I'm somebody who loves to be outspoken. So Gordon's, Akpororo, KO, advisor. Gordon's was when I was starting. His materials were easily relatable for me. I would study some of his materials and work on my own. Then I shifted to Akpororo. Then the energy and everything. Then finally now, the mayor of Pitakwa, Keo Baba. And of course, advisor, because if you listen to me, I sound as if I'm gisting to you, but in a fearless manner. They fear you. Then I have one person that has impacted my life, that's been a huge inspiration, that's not a comedian, which is my pastor. Exactly 3 years ago, when I started comedy, November 11th. So he met me after the performance and he was like, do you know you can do this? You can. And I was like, how? My pastor will follow me up and tell me, go to YouTube. If you don't have data, do night plans. Watch other people perform. Learn how to. In fact, my pastor was the first person that taught me how to create a joke. He's not a comedian. He will tell me, study people. Go to YouTube. There's nothing you're looking for that's not online. I started studying and he would call me sometimes without my notice and tell me, you're performing in church today. So that gave me that consciousness that I have to be prepared always for anything. And after a while, within the space of a year, I think or so, I was there. I can You can call me anytime, anywhere. We deliver like the Hebrew women. So I have 4 comedians and the man of God that has blessed my life and my career as a person and has been a huge source of inspiration to me. Comedy journey before James of Pitakwa. Starting shows as one of the most difficult things I think comedians within our levels will go through. So most of the times it's not as though if they keep you for the end of the event you won't deliver, but senior colleague, you must start that event. It hasn't been easy. Working on your own, trying to do everything, just like 3 persons there to support, and no financial assistance from anywhere. Just, I remember I'll go to shows, I go tear show finish, go as hunger, go tear me back. So it was me and hunger. We perform finish, people go laugh, you reach out, hunger go laugh you. It hasn't been easy before the James of Pitakwa. There was something to offer, but there was no value to exchange for something to offer. That's really been a tough journey. Okay, what made me audition for James of Pitakwa? First of all, the organizer of the event happens to be somebody I admire a lot, because the reason how this man they take the shot down Port Harcourt anytime they do events. So I started working as a volunteer. I think that was 2 years before last, something like that, just to get close and to be able to learn. I often rejected. Once they asked me to perform at the Gospel Gang Carnival, I said, Gospel Gang Party. I said, no, I'm not performing. Yeah, I'm a person that believes in the right timing. They like say they hustle for this thing. So when I saw James of Pitakwa, I knew, yes, this is my time. My friends were saying I'm arrogant because before the end of the competition, I had planned everything. I told them, once Baba pay me, this is what I'm going to use the money for. This is what I'll do the day 1 of the competition. So I knew this was my opportunity to show Pitakwa what I have to offer. That was why I auditioned for James of Pitakwa. How did it feel to be the winner? The excitement was much. Very, very. It was, it's just like working and then you're expecting a pay at the end of the month. I was very, very excited. It was, the category was very tough. We had a lot of comedians. Some of the materials they were coming up with, me, I'm happy at the back of the stage. Sometimes I say, these boys, they're mad. But after everything, and boom, they announced the winner. I was like, okay, yeah, this is to show that the work I've been putting in is working. That's one of the most exciting moments of my life. In fact, after they born me, that's like the second most exciting moment of my life. It was something else. Romance. No. It don't pass my mother and my grandmother. No. That should not be something of concern for me now. What I should be thinking of is how to hit it back to back, not hitting women. Okay, the next thing, my event on the 29th, the mayor has fulfilled his promise. He said after the competition he was going to organize an event for the winner for each category. And so the first thing, that's the event on the 29th at the Asni Theatre. That's the next. Then after the whole event, I have been planning and I want to move on and bring on the other part of me, which is life as a skit maker, going to content, shoot videos. It's not just stand-up comedy. There's more to offer on the table. So after 29th of October, after the Intelijent and Funny, the next thing everybody should be expecting is content. Mad content. Okay, we're all upcoming. Me and Steve be upcoming. But one thing that's helped me, something my pastor used to tell me. My pastor tell me, for now your target should not be the money, because if you put money first, definitely you're going to be distracted. Just as K will tell you, start for free. Then before you shift into getting a pay. This business, there's a lot of benefits into it. You just have to work and trust God. Create new materials. Be ready for anything at any time. Because if you start chasing, you want to be like K Baba, you want to be like the big comedians, Baba, you go fall. I didn't just start like this. I started comedy from primary 6. I stopped because there was nobody to support me. I started again 3 years ago, and I was committed to it. I was consistent. I had a task of writing at least 2 jokes every day. And let's say 7 days a week, I write 2 jokes every day, and like only 2 go dey funny. But it has helped me, and it is part of what makes me what I am today. So for the comedians out there, keep working, trust in God. If na juju they do, you hold on, but juju no dey work. So you hold God, keep working, and definitely when preparation meets opportunity, when it meets, you will know the outcome.
So we are proud of MC Intelijent because I like the fact that he's a very creative, spontaneous person. Port Harcourt has always been blessed with comedians. So when I talk about comedians, every time there is a competition on a national level, you will either find a winner from Port Harcourt or the winner will be a Port Harcourt person. So that's how blessed and gracious we are with being funny. No disrespect when you hear worry, but I think that with that healthy environment of generating humor and looking around us to create things, we have a lot of comedians. And this young man is the next big thing. This young man, MC Intelijent, he's from Ogoni, yes, River State to be precise. So when I say it's the next big thing, a lot of persons, thousands or millions will agree with me, except they've not seen him on stage. Okay, so we started Gems of Pitakwa. I do something, but it was not organized like consciously. When it gets to the third quarter of the year, I just do a lot of give back. But when this year, because the brand is big, and then when you have system and then you have a team, you just try to say, let's do this better. So third quarter, we created a couple of events, and this event were designed to give back, and Gems of Pitakwa was one of such events. We just tried to find people within Pitakwa. Another word for Pitakwa is Port Harcourt. They call me the mayor of Pitakwa, and I was interested in giving back to Pitakwa. We picked a band, and then we picked a poet, we picked a dancer, and then we picked a comedian. And MC Intelijent won that category. So the project is to keep back. It didn't just stop on that platform. For some of the winners or for all of the winners, the post-event is seeing how we can keep supporting them, how we can keep working with them, how we can do beyond winning just a prize from a show that lasted for 6 weeks. We are trying to push for that to see how we can add value. It's a talent project. We're finding and refining the best talent in River State.
Yeah, MC Intelijent is one of the best gems to come out of Pitakwa, and I was very proud to see him as a gem of Pitakwa because he's not only intelligent, he's funny, he's not only funny, he's authentic. He's not only authentic, he's indigenous and spontaneous. He knows how to make fun with what's available.
Any day, anytime, I think I can do so much, a lot for MC Intelijent. Talent is one thing. I read a book a long time ago from John Maswell. He said talent is not enough. You need much more than talent. You need work.
Well, I've been a failed comedian. I failed into the mayor of housing. So if I tell you a comedian is good, he's good. And if you invest in him, you can never go wrong.
You need character. You can go on and on. So for me, I look at as Intelijent. He's creative, he's committed. That's somebody who likes to work. He has character. And that's the beautiful thing, because when somebody understands the place of respecting others, the place of respecting his colleagues, the place of, putting inside there people good money, or putting there people work a shaggy for back. But this young man is humble.
Me personally, I am doing him, know him when he's bald, Not when he is rich. I claim relationship. That's the best gem to come out of Port Harcourt. So watch out for the biggest thing coming out of comedy in Port Harcourt. You will say I told you so.
You're watching this, I can see this. If you're looking for somebody to support in the creative industry, if it's the
Initially, it was not easy because it all started from when he was small. You know, children, sometimes you begin to see what is inside them from when they are just kids. A child will always talk and make fun of everything, and even if you were angry, you will not be able to take action again. But at a point, we looked at him as if he was talking too much. Then we tried stopping him. But as he was growing, after the secondary school session, I saw that he diverted from science to that area. Initially, I wasn't happy, and I didn't support his idea at all. I made him see some counselors, tried to talk with him, talk him out of it. I saw that he stood his ground. So, as a mother, I didn't have any other option than to support him. And so far, I started encouraging him. If that is his God-given area and that is the field he's going to exceed in life, I looked at it. Since then, I've seen positive changes in his life, in his career, and I've seen that maybe had it been, I don't know if he had taken another option, if he would have done better. But everybody, initially, it was later my mind, I start flashing back to when he was small. Then I see that a child starts with what is given by God inside him, the giving potential. So when I know that God has given him something, a gift, a talent, all I have to do as a mother is to support him, to be there whenever he needs me. Well, his career of choice has affected me as a mother because he's not always around me again. At least I have that area. I am lacking in that area because I don't have access to him, because he's either going for one program or the other, always out. And even his younger ones, they feel it because sometimes they will say, call senior, he's not available. He will tell you he's going for this show, he's going for that show. So it has affected because there are roles he too, as the eldest son, is supposed to play. But by God's grace, we are coping because we are getting used to it, that he's not always around us. So far, I believe that that's the area that is lacking. Then positively, the career has, I would say that I'm happy because I know the sky is the limit. God is going to take him to that place I have never been, and we as his parents have never dreamt of. I believe that for him to have gotten to this level at his age, I believe by the time he gets to the let's say he gets to a certain age, my expectations are he will not be limited to Nigeria. He will not even be limited to Africa, but the world at large. So my expectations are very high. My stakes are high because I believe in the potential that God has given me.
I feel really, really excited. I'm not just a friend, I'm like a close friend to him, and I've known him for some time, and he being a gem of Itakwa, I think he worked it because he really worked hard for it. And also me being a friend to him, I supported, and I voted, I prayed, we did things together, we did errands together, and finally he won. I was really, really excited, and I wish you could see how excited I was inside of me that day. And trust me, he's someone that you can always make friends with. He's worth being a friend, and he's a friend indeed. His career has really made an impact, not really affected, made an impact to me because he's someone I've always looked up to. I've always admired the kind of grace he has, and him being so really hardworking, and his intention about his growth. So looking at him, it's not just seeing him from one particular aspect, like being a comedian or having a comedy as his career, but I think he really has a lot in him, which I'm still looking up to see, because he has really made an impact with me. I won't lie about that. And he's a very good person. The impact he has made so far, I can't. How would I put it? It's unmeasurable, because I know to an extent the level which I am currently with the relationship I have with him. Ordinarily, I wouldn't have been there, just because, okay, I'm a friend to him, and he's my friend, so I was able to reach out to some person ordinarily my hands couldn't reach. But with him, I got a free access, and I really think that has made a huge impact in my life.
MC Intelijent, which is also, like go by the place. That's as well, MC Intelijent is a stadium. Well, it's my son-in-law, it's my son in ministry. Somebody that is so very dear to my heart. It's also a protege to me. I took personally to mentor him at the father. So I was MC Intelijent is my son in ministry. Minister under my watch. I've been training for a while. What actually made me encourage him to go into the industry? As that when I met him, because like the Bible says, we no more after the flesh. I looked into him, try to trace his passion, or try to decipher his vision. And I saw that he's someone that is a bold comedian. I saw the gift in him, encouraging. So I feel it would be right to not just to make him sway away from his vision and where his passion lies. So that's why I really encourage him in the line of his passion vision, because naturally he's a very comic person. He's I don't know the language you normally use on the stage. It can flow naturally, even without, when he's just talking with people, you can see that this thing is inborn in him. So I feel there's nothing else where he could better express himself other than what he's gifted to do, because he's gifted for comedy, and you could see the passion. So, and irrespective of the narrative that is already there, I think because nowadays you hardly see young people that really you look as though they are not really encouraged. So I feel as a father and as a mentor, the best I can do for him is to encourage him to go there and change the narrative. Yes, there are so many other in the comedy industry, but somebody can actually change the narrative. So that's been my encouragement to him, that he should not just go there, but to follow the narrative, but to change the narrative. Because I know it's something that is in him. So irrespective of what is happening in the industry already, he can go there and make a mark, because they are all different. It only takes somebody to change the industry. So irrespective of what is happening, he can go ahead. Okay, my advice to MC Intelijent, as a father, my advice to him is to stay focused. Because at this stage he is in his career, and this was not how he started. I remember when I met him, he was a security man, and that is a major testimony. And God has lifted him today, at least in this city. He's following some of the elites in the comedy industry. So he should be focused, and first, not really about the money, but to go for the fame, focus on what he's doing, because when he actually makes the money, when he makes the fame, the money will come rather. So my advice to him is to remain focused, and like as I said earlier, not to follow the narrative, but to change the narrative. Because I believe so much in him. If he be himself, the pace at which he is going, I don't think there's nothing that will be able to stop him. So my one advice for him is to focus, keep grinding. And I know if he does that, there is no height he will not get to. That's my little advice for him. Let him go there and change the narrative.
MC Intelijent, as the name implies or goes, a very intelligent young man. Even though sometimes Skill Baba will tell you that he doesn't know why they call him intelligent, that the boy is not intelligent. The boy is quite intelligent. I actually met him like a few a couple of weeks before the Gems of Pitakwa, there was one event they had at Pastor George Izunwa hosted some comedians, and he performed for like some few minutes, and that was it. But it really did not. I was not really so much interested in him until the Gems of Pitakwa, where I saw another dimension of this young man. A very funny young man, very creative. You see that name, Intelijent. He's not just answering it for nothing. The way he prepares his jokes, the way he delivers it, everything about his performance, his content shows a high level of intelligence. So MC Intelijent is actually very intelligent and very funny. I love his materials, and even from the beginning of that Gems of Pitakwa, as a judge of that event, I already knew he was going to win. Yeah, it was different from every other person. They were all funny, but he stood out. Yes, he actually stood out, and his jokes, the delivery, and everything about his performance for that competition was top notch, and I was also surprised that he won. All right, my advice for this young man, I would like to let him know that with hard work you can get there. Originality pays. We have a lot of comedians doing other people's jokes. There are comedians actually who call themselves comedians and they do not even have a joke tied to their name and career. I would like to advise him to be original, be very creative, and keep working hard. Yes, he has every tendency to get to the peak of his career. So be original, keep working hard, and do not allow fame to get into your head. Do not think that you've gotten there or you've arrived at some point. Yeah. So you keep working, keep getting better, and you'll be so shocked that in no distant time the world will hear of MC Intelijent. Keep working hard, young man.